One could make a very convincing argument that the worst possible F2L case is when you have two diagonal F2L slots remaining, for example, front left and back right, or if you're holding it from here, front right and back left, and your two F2L edges are in the right slot, but they are flipped. This video will teach you how to solve all of these types of cases quickly and efficiently. We'll be using an F2 Gen F prime style solution to solve it. However, you do not need to be familiar with F2 Gen F prime to solve this exact case. How we'll do this is we'll first solve the front left pair, and then we'll solve the back right pair. So we'll solve the front left pair by starting with an F move, like this. If you happen to have front right and back left instead, you can do F prime instead and just mirror everything I just showed. So after you do the F move, you can solve this using your favorite method of solving your F2L case. And then instead of inserting it into the front, because this is a little bit weird with how this is misaligned, you'll actually insert this solved pair into the back, like this. Next, you'll solve the next pair, which is the back right pair. Once again, you're just gonna leave this unsolved block just over here, and we'll deal with it later. What we'll do is you can solve this, but be careful not to break this over here. Now, on the inserting phase, we'll do a cube rotation like this, but instead of inserting it the normal way, using an inverse sexy move, which breaks up this pair, instead what we will do is to do the R U2 prime R prime insert instead. So what we'll do is bring it all the way back here and do R U2 prime R prime. Not only does this preserve this pair as well as solving this pair into the right slot, this sets this up very conveniently to have this inserted with just an L prime, which essentially undoes the F move we did at the start just from this angle instead. To solve the cube, all we have to do left is last layer algorithms. Here is another case. Once again, we have two flipped edges. What we will do is once again solve the front left slot first by doing F, and then solving this pair however you would like, but inserting the pair into the opposite slot like this. What we'll do now is to solve the back right pair, remembering not to disturb this pair back here, and then do a Q rotation and do the R U2 prime R prime insert to preserve both pairs. Doing R U2 prime R prime solves the pair and then sets this pair up very nicely, and you can just fix it with L prime. All we have to do now is to do OLO and then PLO. Before closing off this video, I thought I would mention a different way to end off this solution. So we had to rotate in order to insert this pair over here, just by doing the R U2 prime R prime insert. However, something you could potentially try would be instead to just keep it this way, and first of all, the normal insert, if you do it like this, from this angle would be F R prime F prime, using the fat F move, so it would be fat F R prime fat F prime. Now, if you wanted to do the R U2 prime R prime insert, what you would do is fat F R2 fat F prime, and then you can undo it with this F prime that you did at the very start. Doing it fast will look something like this. Finally, we'll just do last layer.